Hello, everybody.
Hey, hi there, hello, hello. Yeah. Ooh, happy Sunday.
Yeah. Actually, hello, everybody.
Oh,
Today is Sunday, April the 13th. We, of course, are a week away from Easter. From what I just found, I think today's what, Palm Sunday, right?
it is.
Um, so happy Palm Sunday to those who celebrate that. Today, as I said, is Sunday, April the 13th, 2025. So welcome to Mikestand. Um, Tonight, of course, is our weekly look back through comic history, and of course, we'll be continuing our trip in May of 1940, going through the books that went on sale from Columbia Comics. But of course, before we actually get to that, I'm gonna have my co-host here, Mr. Apex from Apex Comics, go ahead and do his intro. Um,
Hello, welcome to Fembat Volume 1. In case you haven't heard already, it's out on Fund My Comic, and Mike is going to share the video. So we'll take a little look at it.
all right,
Grooving with that video. It's groovy, baby. A little bit of that Doors. Love.
all right. All right, so let's just make sure, of course, that we're sharing. All right.
Click on that lower frame in that YouTube to expand the screen.
Oh,
You need to do that before you do that. Okay. And stop. Pause. Pause. You see that square? That lower
oh
right
yeah.
square? Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry
Groovy.
about that. Shall I just go back and restart
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. Restart. Awesome.
No
Thanks.
problem.
Hoorah! Groovy, baby. Groovy. Yeah, yes. And there's
All
my
right.
link in the chat. So click on the link. You'll get to Finbat Volume 1. Free domestic shipping when you back the Dan Lawless variant cover. Free shipping in the
And
United States.
I did read a little bit about that the other day. I don't know if you got my little message the other day, but I actually covered your interview with Chris Braley the other day
Oh,
on
great.
Thursday.
Very
Yeah.
cool. Thank you.
I was trying to get your attention to see if you wanted to come by and be in the chat while I was doing that, but I
Oh,
guess
yeah. Oh,
I sent you the link to the well I sent you the obviously the YouTube link, not the
oh, yeah, man. That's fine.
yeah.
Catch it. It's all good.
All
And then,
right,
yeah, toward the end, we'll go ahead and look through the campaign, but let's get to business first.
all right. So as we said tonight, we're gonna go ahead and go through Big Shot Comics Volume 1, Issue 3 from Columbia Comics. So I should go ahead and bring that up now.
A big shot, did ya? You open up your mouth. Good popular Billy Joel song, Big Shot.
Yeah, I
Look
do.
under
Well, I don't know if you
vinyl
call it
records.
remembering, but
If you're like 50 or over, you'll know what that is.
Yeah. Well, I actually turned 50 in October of this year.
Oh, happy. Well, you're 49. Good. That's a good age.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So here we let's see. July. Well, of course, July is the cover date. Of course, when we reference dates, we usually reference the on sale date here.
Right.
July of 1940, number 3, Big Shot, 10 cents. America's finest comic feature. Skyman always come in nick of time. And look, I think that's supposed to be Charlie Chan right there because he's one of the features right there. You got Joe Palooka right there.
Oh, Palooka. Wow.
Skyman. You got Marvello, The Face, Rocky Ryan. I think that would be one of the other ones.
Wow.
All right.
So Palooka.
So let's see. I know last time you were on, we were kind of alternating between being back and forth between narrator and hero. Did you want to be the narrator for the Skyman feature? Is going to be the first feature, the longest feature. Do you want to be?
I'll be Skyman.
All right, so I'll do the narration then.
Yeah.
All right, so the Skyman by Paul Dean. The name, and of course, as always, we'll like the other characters. We'll figure out along the way, obviously. The name and fame of the Skyman has flared across all America. His roaring wing plane, his flashing stasmatic, his numerous other inventions have contributed to the growing legend of his invincibility. Unknown to all, he remains a solitary figure, shrouded in mystery. I'm just gonna make this a little bit bigger here. See if maybe that will help a bit. Being able to read it a little better. A series of ruthless bombings occur in Tumult City. In the office of Harold Bush. In the office of Harold Bush, mayor. So you want to be Mayor Bush or do you want to be the girl?
I'll be the girl.
All right. Miss Carroll, you operate a highly successful private detective agency. I want you to find out what's behind all these bombings in Tumult City's buildings.
I'll do the best I know how, Mayor.
3 nights later, on the outskirts of Tumult City, the Skyman leaps to the attack.
I saw you beating up that man from my plane.
The Skyman! Let's get out of here.
See how you like fighting with me.
He's got the strength of a gorilla. Help!
Who is the man you fought with?
Dr. Burton. He started to shoot at us, and we smacked him down. Fearing for their lives, the men flee.
That's right. Beat it. If I ever lay eyes on you again.
Actually, you know what's kind of funny? Even though it probably should say if I ever.
Yeah.
Look at it a little closer. You notice what it actually says?
Every?
No. If
Everyone.
ever I.
Ever I.
Which probably can be done that way. It's just we normally wouldn't think of it that. If ever I lay eyes on you again.
Right. All right.
I mean, it can be done that way, but it's not usually done that way.
All right.
It's usually done the other way.
Yeah.
The way you did it.
Right. Hey, shot him. If I'd known that, I wouldn't have let him off so easily. I'll carry him into the house. You're badly wounded. I'll go for one of the best medics I know. Now, don't you worry. I'll have Doc Jenkins here in a jiffy.
He's the greatest surgeon in the country. I can't pay his fee. The Skyman leaps for a rope dangling at the doctor, dangling above the doctor's garden.
When the Skyman calls for them, they come, and no questions asked.
Let's see. Here, let's see.
He raises.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes they jam the words together, and you know.
They would space them out.
He raises himself to the wing, which is suspended in the air by means of the Skyman's electromagnetic "quote unquote" stabilizer. That enables the wing to remain in one spot until its controls are changed. Or until the energy runs out, I would think, right?
I'm supposed to be dining at Dr. Jenkins' home tonight as Alan Turner, wealthy playboy loafer. He doesn't suspect I'm the Skyman. I'll fix my stabilizer controls and land from the air when I get to the doctor's house.
Over Dr. Jenkins' country home, the wing slows down. An eerie figure drops onto the rooftop.
Now to surprise my dinner host. I wonder if any of the other dinner guests have arrived yet. I hope not. I don't want to kidnap the doctor in front of too many people.
Oh boy. He's admitting that he's going to kidnap.
Oh gosh, yeah.
The Skyman enters Dr. Jenkins' living room.
I'll trouble both of you not to move.
Who are you?
Why, Dr. Jenkins, he's the Skyman.
You just want to do the women tonight?
Yeah.
Give me a break from it?
I'm the only one seems to do it on the clip. Young lady is right. I am the Skyman, and I want to borrow your skill to cut a bullet out of a wounded man.
A kidnap plot, huh? I'll go along quietly.
No one knows your identity, Skyman. How about telling me who you are? Why not try not to guess?
I'm ready now. The Skyman lifts the doctor into the wing. And soon arrives over Dr. Burton's home.
He's right down there. I'll swing you to the ground and let you in.
The two doctors meet.
You look done in. I'll examine you and see what I can do. And that's supposed to be the doctor saying that, not Skyman.
Yeah, I just realized that too. They did a little screwy thing there, didn't they?
Yeah.
You look done in. I'll examine you and see what I can do. I feel complimented having the eminent Jenkins attending me. And the reason I'm using this site tonight is because this one is actually better than
clear.
This copy is it's clear and better than the one on Read.
Good enough.
Online, yeah. The other one. So I'm all through. He'll be all right. in a couple of days.
Now you get a free ride home.
The Skyman takes Dr. Jenkins home. And look at that, Dr. Jenkins all wavy.
Dangling rope. Yeah.
He then lands near the Skydrome.
I can light those beacons from inside the wing by remote control to make a safe landing. Now to make a change into the clothes of Alan Turner, the loafer.
At the magnificent Turner estate, the Skyman changes clothes and resumes his true identity.
If Dr. Jenkins ever knew Alan Turner was the Skyman, he'd be fit to be tied.
Fit to be tied. That's an older
Be tied. I know. Yeah, it is. Funny thing about those two men shooting Burton. I can't understand why they did it. Yet, I have to find out more about Burton, perhaps.
The Skyman, as Alan Turner, is welcomed with open arms by Dr. Jenkins. Alan, my boy, glad to see you. Come in.
Hello, Doctor. Greetings, Alan. The good doctor is beside himself with excitement. Yes. Why?
Oops. I was kidnapped, Alan. Imagine it. Kidnapped. Like usually the better thing about the reason I do like to read comics online a little bit more because it just continues to scroll down. Here though, you have to actually click on to get them to turn the pages.
Mm-hmm.
So,
go ahead.
The Skyman learns interesting news. So I operated on Burton, and the Skyman brought me home safely again.
That's not all. Those men who shot Burton were my detectives. What? My men have been trailing Burton for weeks. I'm positive he's behind the plot to sabotage Tumult City until the present officials resign.
So she's the detective, huh? Oh yeah, that's right. I think I should have remembered that.
Yeah.
Because I read issue 1, obviously, but anyways.
You know, I operate a private detective agency. I was retained by Mayor Fox to find out about the recent bombing of city-owned buildings. And your trail led to Burton, eh?
Vaughn praises the Skyman to Alan, who is the Skyman.
The Skyman broke up that trail by knocking out my men. Oh, you should have seen him. He blundered, but he's wonderful. He's not wonderful if he blundered.
We see this particularly in these older comics.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the women usually don't know that the guy they adore is also the guy they disdain.
Yeah, happens a lot.
Lois and Clark are probably the most notable examples.
Yeah.
Beg pardon, Miss Carroll. Telephone.
Very well, Ames. And if you were a little more like him, instead of resting on the fortune your father made, I think you're right, Fawn.
If only she knew, right?
Yeah.
Great girl, Fawn. Operates her own detective agency and makes a good success of it.
She's been telling me I ought to do something worthwhile with myself. So sorry, Doctor. I must run along. My men have found out Burton's going to blow up Smithers Bridge tonight. So I'm driving her there. Are you really going along with me, Alan? Of course not. You know how tired I am. I've become at any exertion. Good night and good luck, Fawn.
But we know better, don't we? Don't we, AJ?
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
classic case of the hero needing to change into his costume, right?
Yeah.
But Alan Turner is driving like a whirlwind toward the Skydrome. Some moments later,
Poor Fonte. She thinks me so detestably lazy.
but then she
I
kind of you have to kind of make her feel that way because
Yeah.
or else your cover's blown.
Gotta keep it covered. It would never do to let Fawn know for the Skyman. If some criminals I know found out she knew me, her life wouldn't be good for a plugged penny.
Again, another common theme in a lot of
Yes.
comics, and superhero media altogether, right?
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know, if you know if your secret identity is exposed, then
Yeah.
those close to you are immediately in danger.
Yes. If Fawn is in the bombing investigation, I've got to act first. I don't want her to get hurt.
Off to Smith's Bridge, or off to Smithers Bridge, roars the wing.
Well, that's the bridge. Now to switch on my televisic finder and see where the explosion is due.
The televisic finder, invention of the Skyman, is based on the use of the cosmic ray which penetrates darkness and enables its user to survey the scene upon which the eye is turned just as though it were daylight.
Hmm. There they are, the rats. They're in for a surprise.
Like a bolt from the blue, the Skyman is on the would-be bombers. Already, Joe. Yeah, let her go.
Let her go, huh? I'll teach you to blow up bridges.
Ooh, what the?
Maybe you'll talk when I'm through with you, babies.
Before I can yet, let me just. All right, just a friendly reminder to those who are maybe in the chat. You can help out by liking and sharing the stream. See if we can get some more friendly people in here to engage. That'd be appreciated. Also, if anything here grabs your attention, feel free to comment and/or ask questions, and we'll try to answer the questions to the best of our ability. Now, back to the story here. The Skyman rips the wires of the dynamite bombs apart.
This will prevent the bridge from being bombed. Do you talk or do I batter your skulls to pulp?
Oh, we'll talk. Dr. Burton made us do this. He going to blow up the dam tonight too.
The dam? What time is it set for? If you're lying to me,
It's gospel. We're telling you. Yeah, it's the truth.
I'll soon find out if it's the truth.
I'm getting out of town. I don't want him after us no more. The wing circles high over Courage Dam. Courage Dam.
Ah, I can't see enough from up here. I'm going down. I think I saw some movement over near the west shore of the dam. They told the truth. Another bombing expedition. What can behind all this? Run, you dogs!
The Skyman. Don't let him get me. Shoot him. Shout. Unafraid, the Skyman leaps upon the 6 thugs. So it went from going 1 on 2 to now 1 on 6.
Yeah. Shoot me, huh? I'll handle you rats with my bare hands. Now, my very good fellow, what are you trying to do with all this dynamite?
Don't hit me again, please. Don't. You got a wallop like a Missouri mule's kick. Missouri mule. Midway in his confession, the gangster shrieks with pain. This is Dr. Burton's idea to get himself in strong with the people of Tumult City. He starts these bombings, then expects to be ugh. The gangster fires point blank. Now for you, wise guy.
Oh.
Flinching himself backwards, the Skyman tries to evade the bullet and fires his spasmatic while in midair.
That's an old trick of the Indian fighters, throwing themselves backwards when fired upon. It helped me out tonight, all right.
He handcuffs his prisoners with his stock from the wing. So he carries around a bunch of handcuffs with him, I guess, huh?
Yeah. I'll take him to police headquarters. I hope for the sake of those gangsters that this idea will work.
The Skyman drags the car with the captured gangsters by a novel device.
That wasn't so bad. I fixed the wing over the car so it was stationary in the air, then started off slowly.
A short distance up the road, the state police take over.
I found them about to blow up the dam. You'll find the proof at the dam.
Thanks a lot, Skyman. And then the Skyman heads for Dr. Burton's home.
I suppose by this time Fawn has gotten herself into a jam, and I'll have to get her out of it.
Oh, and look at that smirk! Look at that smirk on his face.
Yeah.
You see that? A little smirk.
Yeah. He expects her to get in trouble. I fixed the wing's controls so she'll fly to the skydrome. I live or die here tonight, and I don't want the wing found with me.
Wow. Wow, how melodramatic there.
Yeah.
I live or die tonight.
Yeah. I don't feel very merciful, especially if Fawn is inside that house. Locked. Well, here goes.
The Skyman throws his powerful body against the door, and it splinters. Once inside the house, a search discloses Fawn Carroll's detectives.
You!
It's the Skyman!
I told you to stay away from here.
We're Fawn Carroll's detectives. Burton's got Fawn down in the cellar.
I'll leave you there until I found you're telling the truth.
We are. Watch out for Burton. He's a nut.
Well, I'll be.
Look at that. Look at
Struggle.
that setup right there. He's got her on a table. What do you think he's trying to do right there?
I don't want to know, so we'll continue.
Could be just about anything, right?
Yeah. I got you at last, you fiend of Hades.
A Skyman, no. Help, no!
You murdering whelp, I'll smash you. Oh, thank heavens, the Skyman at last.
The Skyman catapults Burton across the room against the wall.
You're going to talk if I have to bounce you off every wall in the house.
Oh wow! Let me ask you something. Have you ever thought of playing, I don't know, Powerball or ping ball with a person like that?
Yeah, sure.
Just throwing them off the wall, back and forth off the wall.
Bouncy ball. Yeah.
I'll confess. I wanted to be mayor of Tumult City. If I forced the present mayor to resign because of these bombings, I'd volunteer to stop them as a member of the trustee board. I stood a good chance. Of course, only I could stop the bombings, so I couldn't lose. That is, until you got mixed up in it.
Take Burton to Tumult City for trial. I'll get Miss Carroll.
Yes, sir. It'll be a pleasure.
What did Burton want with you? And how did you come to be here? I got a tip from my detectives who overheard Burton plotting it, that the bridge was to be blown up. I got there after you did, but Burton came along and captured me. He was going to make me sign a statement saying that I was the one who started the bombings. Then you came in. Maybe this will teach you to give up that detective agency of yours. It's no place for a woman.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Yeah. Take that.
But then I don't know if you were the one I was talking about this with before or not, or if it was one of the other guys. But have we talked before about the idea of how every time a woman seems to be involved? Well, not every time, because I can see a few exceptions, like Sheena,
right?
You know, but for the most part, it was you that we've talked before, where every time a woman seems to get involved with a superhero, they always seem to get in trouble.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah. But will Fawn Carroll give up her agency, or will the Skyman have more adventures getting her out of scrapes? Don't miss next month's Big Shot Comics.
Ta-da!
All right. So, before we, of course, move on to the next story, overall impressions.
Good. That's a good strip. It's a good story. It's fairly decent. Has a little plot there, and you don't know who the bad guy is until towards the end.
Yeah. Well, they did kind of a good way of kind of switching it up. They're making getting you to believe at first that it was the two guys who were assaulting him, and then we've come to find out that it was actually the guy who got shot, who was
just the guy plotting it. Yeah.
So, what about the art? What are your impressions of the art?
It's decent. It's good enough for the time, 1940s. Nice wrinkles in the clothes. The shadows are good. It's fine.
All right. So we'll get ready to move on to the next. So the next story we'll do is, I believe, The Mask, which there's Joe Palooka. Let me see if I could. I'm gonna go down just one that way. Hopefully, I don't have to.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I can still obviously read it at 175 magnification there.
That face.
And we'll switch off. So
Yeah.
You'll be the narrator this time.
Mhm.
I'll be the face,
Yeah.
and then we'll figure out the rest as we. Well, I know you've already volunteered to basically do all the women. All the
That's
women.
right. Yeah.
But aside from that, we'll figure out the rest as we go along.
Right. The Face by Michael Blick. Known to the world only as a grim, elusive phantom, weird and uncanny in its frightfulness, the Face has brought about justice in places too remote and hidden for the police. In reality, the Face is Tony Trent, radio commentator of station WBSC.
WBS. I wonder what that stands for.
Yeah.
All for tonight, folks, of the radio audience. I'll have more news for you tomorrow night at 8.
As Tony Trent talks, a young artist across town is busily engaged. Only a few more strokes, then I'll be through. The door bangs open and two men enter.
Make those strokes snappy, sister. You're coming with us.
What? What do you mean?
I'm the hook, sister. I just got word you inherited a couple of $1 million. Your estate will part with a few grand to get you back.
Overcome with terror, Glory Young pleads for time to finish her canvas. Give me 5 minutes, time to complete and sign this.
Okay, but make it snappy. Watch her click.
The vanity of the hook is tickled, so he allows Glory to finish her painting.
It ain't out of time. I snatch artist. Go ahead, sister, and paint away.
I won't keep you long.
Want to do a little force? What do you think she's gonna do as she's painting?
I don't know. Let's go to the next page.
Right. I was just saying if you wanted to foreshadow or not.
No. I have no idea. I'm ready now.
I read about you in the papers. You're a glamour girl turned artist, ain't ya? And to think you're inheriting all that dough, boy. One peep from you, sister, and you get lead in your back. Nobody's looking, Hook.
And Tony Trent works on his radio copy. His bell rings.
Darn that phone, just when I'm working. What? Gloria Young kidnapped just after she inherited that dough? You sure?
Sure.
I was just checking to see.
Yeah. Sure, I'm sure. She finished my picture. When I went to call for it, I found her gone. A tenant in the building saw her go out with two men, saw a gun, leaned from the window above them. Hello? Hello?
This calls for work for the Face. I'd better be on my way.
The Face prepares for action as Tony Trent slips on his rubberoid mask.
Rubberoid. With this mask, I hereby become the Face.
The hideous Face startles a passerby. Hee!
Sorry, lady, but I'm taking no chances. You know, with an ugly mask for a face there, I gotta use the ugly voice.
Mm-hmm. Through the roar of traffic.
First a visit to Glory's apartment before the police arrive. Not a thing disturbed. I was only hoping. Some clue. Under her signature, she painted a hook. Why, Hook, Hook, Hook Horner. Hook hangs out in a snappy apartment. I'll have to get up on the roof and sneak down. He'll be watching for somebody to come up. I'm glad this is a self-service elevator. Otherwise, the elevator boy would be too scared to run it.
Yeah.
But again, you did have more of those back in those days too, particularly in the more swankier. I'm not sure, but I think actually no, because I know I've been in a few hotels. They don't really have those anymore.
Right. Up to the top floor goes the face.
The stairway ought to be near here. Now for Hook's apartment.
He hangs by a clothesline over the edge of the roof.
That's quite a precarious position, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Woo, if I fall.
And stands on a window ledge.
Man, this guy's just looking to get thrown off, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Or pushed off. Well, I'm here, but it doesn't seem as though anyone else is. The room's pitch black. I've got to look over the place. The Hook may have left some.
The light goes on. What a face! Holy cow!
Surprise! Watch my face and not my fist.
Ugh. The face finds the kidnapped artist.
Glory Young?
As Glory removes the blinder, she sees her rescuer.
Never mind how I look. Hurry up and get free of those cords. Grab hold of the cord. You'll find you'll find there and pull yourself up.
I'm afraid, but I'm more afraid of the Hook.
Now that's got to be something.
Yeah.
It's something that ugly you're afraid of, but yet you're even more afraid of the guy who kidnapped you.
Yeah, right.
My car's downstairs. We'll have to leap across another roof and go down through the next building.
Oh, great.
Yeah, and we've seen that. We've seen that particularly in these old, like, you see these a lot in the Batman media. But
That and suspense media, detectives, that sort of thing.
Yeah, just
make it over to the next roof.
Leaping back and forth among buildings.
Yep.
Oops, went up too high there.
The face and Glory are almost at his car.
We're safe.
Thank the Lord.
Now, isn't that something?
Yeah.
You wouldn't really see anything like that today, would you?
No, not much.
The use of God in the stories or what have you.
Yeah. When a shot rings out above them, he smashes me, then grabs the girl and beats it.
Get the car. Get the car. We'll follow them.
With a good start, the face opens up his powerful roadster. I don't see them.
Skip on it. They can't be so far ahead. This road stretches for miles in a straightaway.
I'm doing 70 now. Slowly, the reckless Hook overtakes them. He prepares to leap.
Swerve over to near their car. I'm jumping.
The hook hurtles through the air and fastens his metal claw in the car.
Surrender, face, or I'll fill you with lead.
Inside the roadster, the face moves swiftly.
Jump, Glory. Jump for your life.
Glory leaps free. What about you?
I must get that gun away from him.
The car twists toward the wooden railing of the high bridge.
I'm caught. My hook is caught. I can't work it loose. Save me! Save me!
The final plunge.
Get out, Click. And if I ever hear of you making another quote-unquote snatch, you know what you'll get.
It was the hook's idea. Honest. Off toward town to deliver a safe glory on goes the face. 10 miles to town, and me with a tight pair of new shoes.
Oh boy. Ouch.
Painting a hook under your... Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I guess because that's you'd be driving, so
yeah, that's you.
Painting a hook under your signature was clever, Miss Young. It gave me the clue I need. Wow, so not just the fact that he's driving, but also the
Right. Yeah. I only hoped someone would understand it.
All right, I think that's it for that story.
The haunting figure of the face. Oh, down. The haunting figure of the face, scourge of the foes of justice, will thrill you every month in Big Shot Comics.
All right, so before we move on to the next story, overall impressions of this.
I really like this one.
Yeah. Now this one and okay, so the first one we read there, Skyman, that was 11 pages.
Yeah.
Hey, it shows up. One of the guys that came over from Metal's channel from the Vomitorium.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. So, anyways, the Skyman was 11 pages, and then all the other stories we're gonna be reading are like 5 to 6 pages. So this one's 6. I think the next two will be 6, and then maybe the last couple, 6, 5 kind of thing. So, anyways, as a friendly reminder to everybody, of course, if you guys can like and share the stream, see if we can get some more friendly people to engage. I'd be appreciated. Also, if anything here grabs your attention, feel free to comment and or ask questions. We'll try to answer the questions to the best of our ability. All right, I don't know if I already asked this or not, Apex, but overall impressions of this story.
I like the vibe where a superhero could just put a rubber mask on and not an entire costume. And then he uses fear, his ugly face, and fear for the criminals to actually distract them, or he could get the upper edge.
Yeah, but that's not, of course, the only hero around this time who was doing that, right? We know at least one other, right?
Right.
Well, what was once said in another comic line about criminals?
Oh, Batman, of course.
Yeah, but what did they say?
I don't know. Now you tell me.
Criminals are a cowardly lot.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Right.
All right, so let's get ready to move on to the next story then, and we'll of course switch up. I'll do the narrator in the next story. You can do the main character, that. Of course. Right. Bungle family, one of the other Tom Carey. This is the next one we're gonna do.
Right.
Tom Carey, district attorney. People on a little street in New York hear a sudden shot sound above the music from a squeaky gramophone. Now you know what a gramophone is, right?
Yeah, it's a record player.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Now usually it'd be a record player with like a big like kind of horn looking thing on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So just
Gee, did you hear that shot?
yeah. Yes, I'd better call the police. The police arrive and break down a locked door.
It's mighty quiet in there.
Yeah.
That's you.
Looks like uh, okay. Looks like a suicide.
Shut off that blasted gramophone. I called to headquarters. Brings.
Hold on.
That's you. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm the narrator this time.
That's right. Yeah.
A call to headquarters brings District Attorney Tom Carey with a motorcycle escort. Tom Carey investigates in person.
Strange. A lump on her jaw, but a bullet fired through her from this gun. No powder marks from the gun either. If there were no powder marks, the gun had to be fired from a distance. And why the gramophone? Unless to help drown the sound of the shot. Had the fingerprint expert take prints of the woman's fingers. I think this death was murder.
Wow, right to the point, huh?
Yeah.
A search of the apartment discloses only a pawn ticket. Now, you know what a pawn ticket is?
Yeah, it's a pawn shop. You use that to claim your stuff back.
Yeah. It just I just didn't know how many people would know that nowadays because I don't know if you hear about it as much these days as you would have back then.
Right. All right. This may give a clue to her identity. I'll follow it up. You remain on guard, Henry.
Yes, sir. Following the clue, Tom visits the pawn shop.
This will prove the girl's identity at last.
Where he learns the girl is musical Molly Marvin. Your Apex. Uh-oh. Apex. Oh, well, we lost Apex for a moment. Well, hopefully, hopefully I'll get back soon here for a moment. Something must have happened. I hope. Anyways, well, just wait a sec to see if he comes back. That was a bit of a. Anyways, as I said, oh, there we go. There he is. What happened?
StreamYard's being a complete bitch to me, so that's okay.
Oh boy, what? They kicked you out for no reason?
No, I don't know why. I just had to go back and restart. Well, not restart, but come back in. All right, let's get back to the point. There's the story. All right.
Where he learns the girl is musical Molly Marvin.
Molly Marvin. Who's she?
A mole that used to belong to Rory Dolan's gang. Say, don't let on I said anything to you. Now a mole, I believe a mole is what usually like a girlfriend or something like that.
Girlfriend of a mobster?
Yeah.
No, that's what it means, I think.
When Tom returns to the girl's apartment, he finds his guard wounded and the body of Molly Marvin gone. Ooh.
Henry, what happened?
Two men shot me, took her body away. Caught me surprised.
The dirty rats. Send out a call. Oh, I'm calling. Oh, okay. Send out a call to the radio squads to round up Rory Dolan and bring him in.
Yes, sir. Calling all cars. Bring in Rory Dolan. On sight. If he puts up a fight, shoot to wound. Wow, that's the first time I've heard that. I usually hear shoot to kill, but
yeah,
here they said shoot to wound.
Yeah.
Although the radio squads scour the city, Rory Dolan cannot be found.
He might as well have dropped through the earth. Can't understand it. Why take her body away? Where is Rory Dolan? What's behind all this? I'm going out for a ride. I can think better outside. It just doesn't add up. Whoa!
Oh. In the distance, Tom sees a queer red flame.
What in the world? Yes, we know about queer and yeah. All right. What in the world can that be? A blast furnace operating in the city? Yeah.
Determined to investigate, he drives towards it.
Here it is. Comes from an old abandoned warehouse.
And look at the name they use.
That's very popular.
Yeah,
I wish I had stock in Acme. I'd be rich. Yeah.
Tom Carey searches all about the warehouse.
There's no entrance to the place, and I have no search warrant. A large pipe. Maybe I could swim through that.
He dives and enters the pipe from under the water.
Mm-hmm. I'm in the cellar. I hear a roaring noise. It's the blast furnace, I'll bet.
What the?
Don't move or I'll blast you to Hades. What sort of place is this? I'm Tom Carey, the DA.
Carey? Gee, that means you've got the place surrounded. Does he? I don't think so. Tom unwittingly steps into a trap.
That's right, so you'd better talk.
He's lying. Hank's on the lookout, and he'd have let us know if anybody was outside. Get him, boys. Yeah, couldn't fool him for long.
Whoa, what's going on? Good God.
They really cut it. So I think it's.
I can't. Okay. Huh? Okay. Let me step out. Give me a moment, all right? I'm going to fade out again. So I'll come back.
You having problems?
I have to restart. Let me restart.
All right. As we're waiting for Apex um, to to deal with whatever the issue is there. So hopefully everybody's enjoying the show thus far. I know we've had some technical issues here with StreamYard, apparently, with at least with Apex's link with StreamYard. All right, there he goes. I'm going to wait for him to come back. La 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 la. So hopefully everybody's enjoying the show thus far. As always, feel free to comment and or ask questions if anything grabs your attention. We've had Skyman, we've had The Face, and we've had Tom Carey, District Attorney thus far. So if you guys have any comments that you want to share on the story, feel free to comment. Some interesting stories. What do you guys think of these stories? You guys liking them thus far? We'll wait for our old buddy Apex to join us again. Oh, there he is. All right. Well, at least this time you were able to give me some warning that you needed to step out, so that's good. Can you hear me?
I did, but yeah.
What is this comic again? This is Big Shot Volume 1, Issue 3, Fitzjozo from Columbia Comics. Went on sale May of 1940. The cover date's July of 1940. How are things going on your end there, Apex? You ready
Better.
to continue? All right.
Let's go. Yeah.
All right. All right. So you're up there.
Oh, come on. Make it big. Where is it? Oh, here it is. I got it. Okay, then. I'm alone. Even so, I'm a match for all of you. Hey, that's you.
Oh, hey, what's going on here?
This guy, Tom Carey, the DA. You better shit on Rory.
Tom Carey, I have a surprise for you.
Rory Dolan, I've been looking for you.
How do you like to be burned alive, Carey? You saw that chimney outside, didn't you? Well, you're going into its furnace alive. Right, this way, Mr. District Attorney.
You'll burn yourself for this, Rory. My dragnet is out all over the city for you.
Well, at least now we get an arrow helping.
Yeah.
Rory Dolan shows Tom his blast furnace. My furnace that destroys all the evidence of murders I commit against me.
A corpse of the dead. Yeah, it's you, right? You missed the narration up there.
Huh? Oh.
Go up a little bit.
Actually.
Oh, he did?
Because.
Oh, okay. I see it. Yeah, it's weird.
See the arrows?
Yeah. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Mhm. Go ahead, Tuffy. Shove the body into the furnace.
Okay, Rory.
The corpse of a dead gangster is fed to the flames. I guess you know why I'm doing this, Carrie. If you ain't got no body of a dead person, you can't convict a guy for murder, can you?
Molly knew too much about me, and she wanted too much
That's
dough.
me. That's
That's you.
me. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. Molly knew too much about me, and she wanted too much dough for a share. She liked music, so I played her favorite piece before I shot her. Once that body is destroyed, I can never be convicted of the murder of Molly Marvin. Clever, Tuffy?
Yours has got brains, Rory. I'll slam you into the fire if. Watch out!
Huh?
Oh.
Some of the way they panel, some of the way they put these
Mm,
panels together.
nah, not clear.
Tom's shoulder plasters Rory Dolan against the white hot furnace.
I'll show you what it means to flout the law.
The furnace, the furnace, the furnace burning me, burning. Oh!
You.
No, hold on. The arrows kind of. I
Oh,
saw the one
yeah,
going down. I
I
could
see
see.
it. All right.
The amazed gangster is caught by a quick kick.
This is for you.
Oof!
You. I'll bake you alive. Cut this plan out. Let's fight. Only trouble is, none of you rats really know how to fight anyhow.
Tom takes guns from Rory and his gangster aide.
You didn't get Molly's body into that furnace, did you, rat? Now it's you that's going to burn, not her.
Single-handedly, he routs the rest of the gang out of the warehouse. Boss! Yeah, what the?
Get a move on, or I'll start pumping lead, and I'll mean to kill.
A strange procession in the middle of the night.
Shake a leg, you cheap racketeers. We aren't on any health stroll.
A radio squad meets the hikers and takes over.
You'll find the evidence of Rory's murders back in the warehouse. I'll see these boys in court tomorrow, and I'm going to ask a conviction for murder in the first.
I gotta hand it to you, sir. You got what it takes. Tom Carey, the two-fisted district attorney, battles crime and lawlessness in every issue of Big Shot Comics.
Da-da!
Two-fisted district attorney. How many district attorneys do you know of who'd actually get that actively involved in an investigation?
None. And not anymore. There'll be some like in the 40s on TV, at the movie theaters, like little serials and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Detective movies. That's about it. Not in real life. I don't think you will.
yeah. Anyways, with all that being said, of course, now we're through, of course, the third story here. Overall impressions.
That's a good strip. That's fine.
You have any idea, like, Well, you know what I'll ask. After we go through each individual, so you know what I will ask.
Mm,
Are you having any difficulty figuring out which one you'll like the best and least yet, or yeah, some idea?
no, no. I think we're okay. Mm,
Yeah. All right. All right. So let's get ready to move on to the next story then.
mm.
That's what we'll do here. Now that one's more of a tech story, of course.
Yeah, skip that. Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go. And this Marvello, the Monarch of Magicians. So this time you can do
Yes, narration.
narration, and I'll do Marvello, and then we'll
All
figure
right.
out as we go
All
along.
right. Marvello, Monarch of Magicians by Fred Gardner.
Now,
Arriving.
before you continue there,
Mm,
that sounds like a familiar name. Do you know why?
why?
Well, he's done a. Actually, I think he's done. I believe he's done at least one other magician feature. I believe he also um, did Zatara.
Okay. Yeah.
So from Marvel, so he's done a few of them. I've seen that name.
Yeah.
Sound really
Zatara was DC.
right.
Yeah. Then,
All right, go ahead.
arriving in an Arizona town, Marvello is welcomed by an old friend.
Ted Harvey. Ted Harvey. I haven't seen you in ages.
Marvello, greatest of all magicians. How glad I am to see you. I'm meeting reverses with cattle rustlers and thieves.
Rustlers, huh? I thought the day of the Wild West was over.
Look, see them coming? That's Blackie, the man I suspect of running off my herds.
He's signaling for you to stop.
Lo, Ted, friend of yours? Reckon so, Blackie. Marvello. This is Blackie.
Happy to meet you.
Guess your friend won't mind my talking to you, Ted. About that water, I want to let my herds use the stream west of your north line. Sorry, Blackie, that water's mine, and you got no right to it. The
It,
infuriated Blackie draws his gun, failing to see Marvello gesture and mutter, Colora. You reckon I can use it, or do I fill you with lead? Blackie's gun jumps from his hand.
maybe I ought to fill you full of lead.
I don't believe it. What's wrong with me?
Well, you pulled a gun on a magician. That's what's wrong. Right?
Yeah.
Keep moving.
This is going too far. I'll get somebody for this. Blackie be mighty sore about that, Marvello. He must guess that you cruise his gun to aim at him.
I think it's cause, not crude.
Cause. Okay. Yeah.
That's just what I'm hoping. I have a hunch he's your rustler.
Marvello plans to trap Blackie in the act of rustling.
You take a herd tonight and bed down. Bed down. Blackie will see it if he's a rustler and make a grab for it.
I'll do it.
Then Blackie will find out he's bitten off more than he can chew.
That night, our herd moves slowly across the range. Hidden in a coulee is Marvello.
I see Blackie and his men swooping down on the herd. Calora!
The astonished rustlers are amazed to see the herd take wing. What the?
What goes on?
Don't make a move toward your gun, Ted. I've got you covered. So you are the rustler who's been after my cows. I'm taking you into the buttes. See what your magician pal can do for you now. You'll regret this, Blackie. When the dawn breaks, the herd is safe, but Ted is gone.
Strange. Blackie must have kidnapped him.
I'll get up a policy.
You watch the herd, Z, and I shall look for Ted, and we'll find him. We find him, master. I am trying to establish psychic contact with Ted. I have found him. He is in a cavern in the butte section.
As Marvello enters the buttes, a bullet whistles past him.
Someone is shooting at us. Colora! Duck, master. Zing!
The hidden marksman comes floating out of hiding. Help! What's happening to me?
Where have they taken Ted Hendry?
Into the cave in the buttes, straight ahead. But as the magician rides forward, he is struck down. I guess this ought to stop your tricks. If you move, you little heathen, I'll blast you.
You got gun. Me not move. You not got gun. Me move all right.
I've been wanting to get my hands on this guy for a long time. Let's take him in the cave. They'll say this hole's got no bottom. Well, here he goes. Down into the bottomless pit. So long, magic stuff. Here's your pal. Falling in the cold, damp air, Marvello is revived.
I'm falling. Colora!
Forming a golden glow about himself, Marvello starts to rise.
So they threw you in too, Z. Let's see. Let's go up after them. Colora! Ted Hendry is
Hardy.
hidden. Ted Hardy is hidden in these caves. Let's go find him. Me find him, master.
They find Ted Hardy, but run into a man left to guard him. Get him up, stranger.
Gladly, but first, Colora! Colora sounds almost like chlorine.
Yeah, it does. Like detergent.
or the stuff that they use to I guess clean pool water.
Yeah. The guard's gun glows red with terrific heat. Ouch! His clothes turn on fire.
He'll bring the others here.
Great going, Marvello.
Me set you loose, Mr. Ted. I hear them coming.
Let's fight for it.
And look, they got a little mouse right there, too.
Oh, I like that, yeah.
Almost trying to give the illusion like the mouse is going to join them in the fight, right?
Yeah, it kind of does. There they go. Shoot them down. Blackie notices the caves are growing smaller. I can't understand it. These caves are the biggest in the state. I'm stuck. I can't go back or go forward.
Oh my goodness! You see that?
Yeah.
It looked like that face on the wall is trying to actually eat him or something.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's you.
Yeah, I know. Serves you right, you low down crook.
Marvello finds Ted Hardy's missing steers.
Your steers that were stolen by Blackie, hidden in this valley. Colora!
The steers appear in motor trucks starting for the Hardy Ranch.
Oh,
They drive the car? Oh my God. Drive pickups.
look at this. Beef hides and livestock.
Nice.
Hardy Ranch.
Wow.
Oh, that is rich.
Yeah. Blackie, the steers in the secret canyon. They're driving off in trucks. You're crazy, but get me out of here. Well, bury me in a tree. Look at that.
I guess this cleans Blackie out of his stolen cattle. Now to teach him a lesson. Colora!
Blackie is amazed to find that his legs are taking root. My legs, look at them. They're roots. I'm turning into a tree.
Oh my! This reminds me of a Super Friends
Yeah, it does.
episode. I mean, there have been a few cartoons I've seen that where somebody's been turned into a tree. Like,
Wow.
it's kind of scary though.
Yeah, it is.
Hello, Blackie. See you like the place so much here. Um, you're planning to stay.
You gotta get me out of this. You did it, and you gotta let me loose.
I wonder what would happen if people were coming along and heard that tree talking.
Don't be peeing on me.
Well, that needed the dogs.
Yeah. We could just sit there and do nothing, Mr. Hardy. We bedded down a hero and come a running. We passed our stolen cattle driving home, and we ever surprised. You're right in time.
Here are the men ready to be taken to jail. Colora!
Gee, they got police bracelets on and everything. You did it, Marvello. You broke up the worst rustling gang this county ever knew, and you made them look silly.
Perhaps, after a few years in jail, they will learn that honesty really is the best policy.
Yeah. And Marvello will amaze and mystify you by his feats of magic every month in Big Shot Comics.
All right, so overall impressions of this story.
It's very entertaining. He uses the word Colora a lot in every spell.
Uh-huh. Well, I think that might be his magic word there.
Yeah.
Like instead of abracadabra, he says Colora. Yeah, guitar. Yeah. All right. So, and what are your impressions of the art?
That's good art. Very decent. Simple. Easy to maintain.
All right. So let's get ready and move on to the next story then. And let's see. This time, I think. Let's see. You did. Let's see. Yeah, I did the main character. You did the narration. So I think the next one, I'll do the narration. You can do the main character.
Right.
Rocky Ryan. So let's see. Yeah. It's my turn to do the narration here.
Right.
From the sun-scorcher plains of Middle India, Rocky Ryan and Roy have set their faces toward the frozen Himalayas, searching for a strange whistling flower rumored to grow in a lost mountain valley of northern India.
Oh,
So Rocky, I think, is the big guy in red there.
there's a little mountain tavern, Roy. We'll stop there for skis. We can't go any further with horses.
Skis? Gee, I don't know how to use them.
They aren't hard to get used to. I'll teach you a bit tomorrow.
That'll be swell. Over a sputtering candle, Rocky and Roy discuss their journey.
I think the Valley of the Whistling Flowers will only be a day or two ahead of us now, but we'll have to be careful because we're entering the Bhutanese territory.
Some of them are bandits, I've heard. Next day, Roy tries on his first pair of skis.
First thing is always keep your muscles loose and your legs close together. As you move, use your ski sticks.
Go ahead. This is interesting. Rocky teaches Roy the art of skiing.
When you want to stop, lift on the sticks and send your skis at the right angles to your course.
And soon the two adventurers are sliding toward the high reaches of the Himalayas.
There's where we're headed for. That cleft in the mountain ahead. On our way, Roy.
From an angled trail comes a shrill scream.
Yeah!
Walla! Oh,
Go ahead.
Walla, stop, you fool. The fleeing girl runs into Roy.
Take it easy, guy. Oops.
Aside, dog.
Call me dog, huh? You must not know. No. He is Bala, the chief of the Bhutanese. He will flay you alive. I am so sorry I caused. Forget it. Even if he were chief of the Timbuktu, he's not calling me a dog.
Rocky, look! Strange man!
Bala's Bhutanese bandits. Now we all die. Don't be silly. We'll show those guys how to fight. Let's go, Roy.
Forgotten in the excitement, Bala leaps on Rocky. Voila!
Wow.
Hey, cut that out, you! Strike Bala, will you? Little cub, be gone. Oof! When Rocky and Roy recover consciousness, they are prisoners.
My head feels like it's been pumped up.
That bandit hit you with his sword, but what do we do now, Rocky? Rocky's keen eyes survey the camp. He sees Bala. Now, Fleur. There's no need of sulking. Your father will be glad for me to wed you.
My father is a royal prince. He would skin you for doing what you're doing. I'm going to sleep. Good night.
You will marry me yet, girl. The girl, Fleur, warns Rocky as she passes.
Shh. She's telling me not to do anything. Maybe she has a plan.
Late at night, when the camp is asleep,
Make not a sound. I stole Balla's knife while we walked. Let me cut your bonds. Good girl.
the Bhutanese guard stirs. I heard something, but everyone seems to be asleep. Feigning sleep, Rocky slowly opens one eye.
It's all right. He's turned the other way. Don't make any noise, Roy.
Don't worry, I won't.
We'll need those skis and guns, too. Here you are, Roy. We could put the skis on later.
Yeah, sorry about that. Didn't get that. All right. A half mile from camp, the three fugitives place their feet in skis.
We'd best get to my father's. Oh, we best get to my father's kingdom at once. Bala will kill even me if he recaptures us. That sounds good to me. How about your dad's kingdom, I mean?
Skiing hour after hour, Roy slips on a bit of hidden ice. Hey! And starts sliding towards a sheer precipice. Rocky! Rocky!
Roy will be killed over that precipice. I've got to save him. There's another cliff below. Catch him and leap out.
The race against death.
Dig your sticks in, Roy. Swing up and across.
His speed prevents Roy from following Rocky's advice. Rocky! But Rocky is upon him like lightning.
The opposite cliff below. Make it.
The leap out into space.
Wow. We made it. I never knew it to be done before.
Gosh, Rocky, I.
I know you feel weak, kid. Don't try to talk. Let me show you the bones of those who tried to leap this chasm.
I think
White,
it's chasm.
that white mass far down there is whitened bones.
Gee, golly.
Listen, I hear a strange whistling, sort of a piping noise. It is the valley of the whistling flowers. I forgot when I told you to leap here. It was this place, or Roy's life, so buck up. That's what we came here for, to see these whistling flowers. I'm not going to stop now.
We off. We go.
I'm afraid.
The adventurers reach a spot high above a lovely valley.
Why, it's beautiful. That's you.
Oh. Let's go down.
You do not know what is ahead of us, but may the gods not desert us now. Listen to that whistling, will you? It's wonderful.
Sort of makes you sleepy, doesn't it?
I do feel tired, Roy, but I guess it was the leap that tired me.
Don't lie down, Fleur. It.
Hey, what ails you two?
Something tells me those flowers have some kind of narcotic effect.
Mm-hmm. Like
What do you think?
opium. Yeah.
Fleur and Roy fall sound asleep, lulled by the whistling flowers.
Hey, wake up. We can't sleep here.
Rocky suspects that the sleep induced by the flowers is drugged.
Gee, I'm tired too. Maybe, hey, perhaps these flowers are putting us to sleep for a reason. I can't go to sleep. I can't. These kids are depending on me.
Does Rocky fall asleep too? What's the secret behind the whistling flowers? See next month's Big Shot Comics for another Rocky Ryan thriller. Now, Rocky
Ooh,
Ryan is a I've seen that name a few times before.
yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, thrill to Rocky Ryan's worldwide adventures in every issue of Big Shot Comics.
Yeah.
All right, so how overall impressions of that story?
That's fun. They also left us on a cliffhanger.
Which probably meant they want you to come back next issue, right?
Perhaps.
Let's see, 137. So we got at least time for at least one more.
Right.
So I think I'll try to. Let me see what there were a couple there I was thinking of. Let's Jimmy Jones,
Chippy
Morgan.
Mortimer. Charlie Chan.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Spy Chief.
All right. So let's see. I did the narration and you did the main character last time.
And
So
I'll be the narrator.
and I'll be the spy chief here.
Right. Spy Chief by Matt Bailey or by Mart Bailey? Oh, Mart Bailey. Right. The United States of America is feeling the influences of a foreign war, saboteurs and isms spring out of the very air, and an independent, peace-loving nation is called upon to fight against the sinister clutch of insidious political doctrines. Chief in this fight is the FBI in Washington, D.C. Among the more famous agents that fight saboteurs is Jeff Cardiff, the Spy Chief.
Hello, boys.
No, Jeff, the boss wants to see you.
You want to see me, sir?
Yes, I did, Jeff. Have a seat. You see this model plane? It's Bellfighter. One of them fell into the Atlantic on a test flight this morning. See this paper?
Queer. No report of it was made as a test flight. How come?
Because it's an act of sabotage. That's why I want you to get down there off point of woods at once. I've a hunch somebody's after that plane.
I get you. I'm off.
Jeff phones to the FBI naval base and a seaplane is prepared for him.
Point of Woods is in Maine. It'll take me several hours to get up there. In the meantime, whoever's after that plane may get the jump on me.
Mhm. Off to Maine via the airplanes. While in a little fishing smack off Matinicus Rock.
Where are we getting to that plane, Captain?
Yeah, we ain't got forever.
Take your good time, boys. Boys. It'll be soon enough. But what ye want with it, I can't be understanding.
You ain't supposed to understand. All you gotta do is go down and salvage it.
I know. He needn't be for talking for taking off my head.
Some miles off the Metenicus rock.
See that smudge of oil? That's your plane. That's your plane. Now help me into me suit.
I'll go down and look for the job over first. Then when I
Oh,
tug
oh
thrice,
wait.
was
That's
that
I
you?
think
Oh,
yeah, I think that's the captain.
go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll go down. I'll go down and look the job over first. Then when I tug thrice, he can haul me up
That's you.
and make it snappy.
Here's your tin hat.
Yeah, because I think that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was the guy in the blue. You were the guy in the green. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Down goes Captain Murphy to the sunken plane. He studies the settled plane for purposes of salvage and is drawn to the surface to give his report. How's it look to you?
Now don't be for getting excited. She'll rise for Murphy.
Roaring up from the south comes Jeff Cardiff.
Looks like the spot where the plane went down, and there's a fishing smack. There's a fishing shack right over it.
Hey, there's a Navy plane. Let's get out of here.
Do you think he suspects anything? He's going around. That means he's suspicious of us. Step on it, Murphy. Fifth, and I'm doing all the boat'll stand.
Jeff lands in the little harbor off Point of Woods.
Hiya, stranger. Give me a ride? Maybe, son. Who owns that fishing shack? That's coming in harbor now. That's Jim Murphy's fishing shack. Takes visitors out to fish. He does. Uh-huh. Thanks, Sonny. Let's get in to shore and a hot meal. Here's $5, Tommy. If you'd like to earn another $5, let me know where the men live whom Captain Murphy went fishing with. Gee, mister, thanks a lot. I'll let you know, all right?
That evening, Jeff Cardiff slips gently into the water.
This is cold work, but I hope it'll lead to something. I've got to search this ship to see what those men were doing out there in the water today. Mud on the leaden shoes. He was diving along the ocean bottom, trying to salvage the bellfighter. That confirms my suspicions. If I can locate those men, I'll break this case wide open. Hello there, what do you find? I found out where those men live, just as you asked me to. I'll be dressed in a minute. You wait here. You might get hurt if you came with me. Anytime Tommy Brown gets hurt, let me know. Mister, let me come.
Yeah.
Oh boy. You can be watchman for our outfit. I want to search their rooms You let me know if they're coming. That's if they aren't home. Now, mind you, remember, this is before Miranda.
Yeah.
Miranda came about in 1959.
Right.
So this is all somewhat still considered legal.
Right.
You know,
Hmm.
they're out. I saw them go. I'll whistle if I see them. Tommy said, "This is their room. I hope I'll find what I want." Phew. Plans to salvage the plane and destroy these papers. I guess those guys were too confident to bother throwing them away. What's that?
Jeff hears Tommy whistle the agreed upon signal.
Here, here they come.
We expected something like this. Shall I give it to him, Rolf?
Yeah, the dirty fed.
But a hard voice sounds from behind the two saboteurs.
Get him up, wise guys. He's got a pal. Well, I'll be. It's only a kid with a water pistol.
Huh?
Yeah, but that I think was enough to get him distracted.
The one moment of distraction is all Jeff needs.
Now you spying rats. I'll settle your hash.
Tommy lets fly with his water pistol.
Get wise, will ya? Why, oh.
That's you.
Well, I already said Y-O, but oh, that's right. Because I'm
you.
Yeah. Nice going, Tommy. Forgot for a moment there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you two spies talk? Is Murphy in on this? I got it. You're a G-man, and I never suspected. Golly. Nah, the old guy thought we owned the plane. It was all our doing, and we lost. Well, at least these guys are somewhat honest. They're not going to take the other guy down with them.
No. Wow.
That's what I thought. I have enough papers to show your guilt, so I'm not asking for any confession. Nice work, Tommy. I'll speak about you to headquarters. They may send you a letter of thanks. You mean that Mr. Cardiff? Gee, that would be swell. The bottom.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Oh, gosh. Don't fail to read the thrilling, action-packed story of the Spy Chief in every issue of Big Shot Comics.
All right. So overall impressions of that one.
Interesting. Wow. Yeah. It's another plainclothes guy, hero. Oh,
Yeah.
Rick is here. Hello, Cross Comics. What's up?
Hey, Rick. Thanks for popping in. Of course, hopefully you guys have been helping out by liking and sharing. See if we can get some more
Satana.
friendly people in here. All right. I think I did just ask you overall impressions on that last story, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. And what were they again?
Yeah, it's that's good. I mean, it's a place close detective kind of story. It has a few pages, and there's a kid, always involved, helping the hero out.
All right.
Yeah,
And believe it or not, that was a common theme I think back in these days too, where you had kids helping out, in that way.
Inspires them to be heroes.
Right. All right. So with all that being said, now and we're getting down to the end here. So one last thing before we get to wrapping things up here. So we read, let's see, we read Skyman, The Face, let's see, Tom Carey, Marvello, Rocky Ryan, and basically or Spy Chief. So we read 6 stories there.
6, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Let me see. Hey, Mike, I am gonna have to change the date of my next time on.
Okay.
Okay, that's a bit of a problem because I had to have him. So you're not available the 27th, Rick?
Oh.
His next date was April 27th, and I had to ask him to do it because it would have been RJ's, but RJ couldn't do any days in April because he's in the process of moving. So,
okay.
Rick, if I can get a response, because then I can fix. Well, how about you, Apex? Could you take the 27th if you can, and then maybe you can take the 11th?
Maybe.
I know it. I know it's like 2 weeks away, so I know it's a bit tighter.
Maybe.
Hopefully, though, hopefully we won't. Hopefully, we can still get back on track after that.
Sure.
Rick can. So, would you mind taking? So, let's see. I could take the 27th, day after my birthday.
Oh, cool. That's Jozo. Hey, yeah.
The only problem is, I don't have contact information for him, and I did
you don't?
check out his channel. So, and
yeah. So, why don't you?
Well, hold on a sec. Yeah, some has come up. If give me a link for after the show, I can explain more. All right. Well, yeah, I guess I can just bring you in right now, and then you can kind of join us to finish out the show, and then we can talk more about it after the show. Because obviously I'm gonna need to make some real fast changes here on the fly here, but
if it's Jozo, you might want to make friends with Mike on Facebook, perhaps. And
I don't know if he. First up, I don't know if he has. I don't know if he has a Facebook or not. And usually with Facebook, I would need the person's actual name.
Right. Exactly. All right. I get it.
So, not that I
I understand. Yeah. I have a Newsgrounds and a Discord account. There's a Discord. I don't go on Discord.
Yeah. I very rare. So let me. I'm trying to think. Where's Rick's name here? Oh yeah. Well, I can ask him when I get him in here. As soon as I get it. But I also sent him a message yesterday. You notice I just used my usual header instead of a stylized header.
Yeah.
Thumbnail. That's the term.
Thumbnail. Right.
All right, Rick. I just sent you the link to this stream, so come in and then you can join us to finish off the show.
Yeah. Come on in, Rick.
I have news. Oh, okay. Oh, and a Discord. All right. Well, I have a Discord.
Investigate.
So,
look him up.
Yeah.
See if he's good. See if he's not a bot. There you go. Screen him. All right. Where is Rick? Gee whiz. Okay, let's get to the wrestling thing. Go ahead. Let's wrap this up.
Well, we don't do the wrestling wrap up on Sundays only because of the fact the only thing we do on Sunday.
All right.
There he is.
All right. Cool. There.
You're a little faded there too. Your camera seems a little faded.
Your potato
Sure.
cam. Potato
Yeah,
cam.
I don't know what it is.
Wipe the lens.
Probably have something on.
Wipe the lens off. Yeah. It was a cloth.
Yeah.
Still
Well,
potato.
take a cloth with some Windex or something and just
get a Kleenex or something. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. A little potatoey. There. I think that'll do it.
There you go. That's better.
Oh, thank good. That's great. Better.
All right.
Curtis, spring this on you, Mike, but I was just out with my dad yesterday, and I found out they're throwing him a surprise party up in for his birthday, which is a week after, on the 26th. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to be back home in time.
Right.
But it's also something else.
Okay.
It's going to be a celebration of life.
Oh, yeah.
He had cancer. Of the bladder. They got in 2023. They did an operation, cut it out. I guess beat it, but it's back. It's aggressive, and he's decided he doesn't want to go through all the chemo because it sort of kicked his butt last time, and he didn't like the way he felt. So he's probably got less than a year to live.
Oh.
All right. All right. Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
So I definitely want to try and make sure I want to make that.
Prayers. Yeah, big time. Yeah. I got you.
As you know, my dad passed away about 4.5 years ago, back in December of 2020. So I kind of know a little bit about what you're going through, but sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
All right. Well, with that being, I understand.
I could be back in time. I'm not sure what time we'll be leaving or whatever from his place.
I'll see if I can make it up there. Make it to 27th. Yeah.
Okay. Rick, would you mind taking the 11th then? Because the 11th.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, May the 11th. Okay. So then, what I'll do is Apex, I'll switch you to the 27th.
Yeah.
And then Rick, I'll switch you to the 11th.
That works.
Right? All right. So that should hopefully work out. And hopefully we won't have any more. Won't have any more surprises like this.
Fischoso he says he's in Rick's Discord.
Well, you also have a Discord too, Mike.
Yeah, I have a Discord too. Well, okay, I can. Is he under the name Fischoso?
Yeah. Well, Fitz, there is a link, I believe, in Mike's description for his Discord. So if you want to click that to get into there, and maybe you guys
and then maybe if you when you go in there and then you send me, I guess. I don't know if it's a friend.
Send you a friend's request on Discord.
Yeah. So whatever that request thing is on Discord.
Sure.
All right. So for the immediate situation, though, I'll put Apex for the 27th, and then Rick, I'll put you for the 11th.
Right.
All right. So, anyways, so now with that piece of business out of the way, oh wait. Yeah, actually, the other thing I think that reminds me now, of course, before we get to finishing up here, and all right, so Apex of the of the 6 stories we read tonight, which one would you say was the one you liked the most?
I like the face because he's very different. He just uses a rubberoid scary mask, scares the bad guys, even startles the damsel in distress, which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
She didn't know what to do. Is he a bad guy or is he a hero? Oh, I don't know. And it's just a good story. It's a good short 6-pager. I think the art was really good on that one. The best art in my opinion.
And of course, now going to the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Now that we've talked about the one you like the most.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the link doesn't work. It should work by now.
Okay, what do I like the least?
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll figure it out. But
okay.
Anyway, But okay, so now Apex, which so we talked about the one you like the most. So now of the other 5 stories, which one do you like the least?
Sky Chief. Yeah.
Spy Chief?
Sky Chief.
That's the one you like the least?
Yeah. It's like, he's really muscle bound. It's like well, he's like the usual hero guy. He scares a lot of the bad guys. It's like cliche. It's like been used so many times, and he's okay. He wasn't that impressed. I like the other strips better, in my opinion, but I'm sure other people may like Sky Chief more than I, but that's okay. So
it's actually Spy Chief, but that's okay. Very easy to.
I'm sorry, Skyman. Was it Skyman? Skyman, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Skyman,
So
I like the least. Skyman, I get those two.
Skyman was the one you like the least.
Yeah, I like the least of Skyman. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Fitz, what's your name in my Discord?
Well, yeah.
Right.
We don't want to dox the guy on live. It's okay. Hardly anyone.
Well, he can send me a message or something on Discord too.
Yeah, he can do that. Send you a message.
Or send me a friend's request.
Right.
Yeah.
If
he's in Discord, if he's in your Discord, Rick, you can get the information that way again.
Fitzchozo.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, with all that being said, of course, so what we'll do now is we'll start to wrap things up here.
Wrap it up.
So what we'll do now is, of course, today is Sunday, April 13th, 2025. So Rick, it looks like you joined us right in time to take a trip down another trip down memory lane, as we will be taking a look back at this weekend in history. Oh.
And Fitz, I just sent your friend request on Discord, and I grabbed a link for Mike's. So if you accept the friend's request, I'll send that to you.
Cool.
All right. So with that, today is Sunday, February Sunday, April the 13th, 2025. So let me just take a quick peek at what we need to do. Let's see, 1305, 13. Let's see, that's 1995, April 12th, 1995, and April 12th, 2015. All right. So with that being said, let's take a look back at this weekend in Neat history. All right. So the first one, I'm going to head back 30 years ago yesterday. As on yesterday's date, 30 years ago, Don Bluth and Gary Goldman's The Pebble and the Penguin premieres. One of the 5 lesser Bluth films, and to be the most troublesome from his experience. Due to the production problems, Bluth and Goldman opt not to be credited. Consequently, his Irish animation studio closed down by bankruptcy. So, The Pebble and the Penguin, a Don Bluth film, which was distributed by distributed by MGM, I believe, here in the States, premiered on yesterday's date 30 years ago, back in 1995.
Sweet.
Anyways. So with that, moving on to the next piece in each history, going back just 10 years ago yesterday, back to 2015. After yesterday's. All right, on yesterday's date in 2015, 8-Bit, The Labyrinth of Girisha, premiered in Japanese theaters. It was a 60-minute movie based on the visual novels with the same name. So, The Labyrinth of Gariza from 8-Bit premiered in Japanese theaters on 10 years ago yesterday.
Oh.
Now, moving ahead to today's date. First off, on this date, 25 years ago today, back in the year 2000. This date in the year, on this date in the year 2000, 25 years ago today, Taz defeated Mike Awesome to win the ECW World Heavyweight title. Now, this is one of the more unique situations because this was actually the first time where a major championship changed hands between two competitors who were actually contracted to other companies. What brought this whole thing about was Mike Awesome was the reigning ECW World Heavyweight Champion at the time, and he had just signed to WCW World Championship Wrestling. Taz at this point was already under contract with the WWE. Now the thing is, they did not want Awesome taking the ECW title and as part of his contract, they made him drop the title before he left for ECW. So they brought Taz in because at the time, I believe the WWE, well, at the time it was still known as WWF. They had him come in to take the title, and he would eventually drop it within a day or two. It might have been at the same event, in fact, I think, but probably not. But yeah, it was 9 days after. But Taz would defeat Mike Awesome for the ECW World Heavyweight title in the first case of it changing hands between two guys who were contracted to other companies. Were basically under contract to two other companies.
Yeah.
And moving ahead to 2005. Moving ahead to 2005. On this date in 2005, 20 years ago today, the 160th issue of Archie's Double Digest magazine went on sale on newsstands on this date back in 2005. Of course, it sold for $3.69. It was 192 pages. Had a whole bunch of Archie features as well as Fred Andrews, Little Archie. But you see all those stories there. That must have been some big book there.
Yeah, it's doubled in price, I think. Is it up to like $9.99?
Well, it was $3.69 back then in 2005. That was 20 years ago, though.
Right. I've gone up much, I think.
Yeah.
It was $7.99 or $9.99.
I'm reading old Superman comics. Did anybody know Superman once fought an intelligent shape-shifting kaiju?
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I might have read that at some point, depending on how far back that
Same
was.
here.
That's interesting. Yeah.
All right. Well, with all that being said, well, before we head out, I know I'm having like stop brain basically. Okay, so before we leave, of course, and Rick, I know you just got here, so I want to give you guys a chance if you want to say your goodbyes and promote anything you're doing this week. And I guess Apex is okay. We'll pull that up when I get to you, Apex, obviously.
Right.
So we're gonna start off with Rick. Rick, did you want to promote anything you're doing this week? Yeah, I think you know the shtick, right?
Yeah, I'll just put my channel in the link. Just if anybody wants to go check out my channel, there's
promote yourself. That's the other thing I meant to say.
Yeah. So yeah, I've got my normal stuff that I'm doing this week. Tomorrow, Lesser Nine Bible Stories. Tuesday, the Chill Stream. Thursday, I will be doing the Silhouette game, and then Saturday, I should be doing what's the name of it? Bugging Out, which is drawing up Insecto #1.
All right. All right. Well, and then now what we'll do is Apex, your turn. I'll bring this up.
Yes. Please check out Finbat Volume 1 on Fund My Comic. 31 backers, $1,396, $4 away from getting to $1,400. So, yeah, we have a good special here. We've got a free domestic shipping. If you only $25 if you back the Dan Lawless Finbat variant cover. Beautiful job they did. We only have 3 backers.
Really
I know we
nice.
could do more than 3 backers, guys. It's Dan Lawless, for crying out loud. She's so sexy. She's so sexy. Nice bulletproof tatas. Got the gold wings and the helmet.
Tatas.
Hubba hubba. Come on.
Yeah, I
Get some
remember seeing
love.
that term in the Bleeding Fool article.
Yeah, man. She's in Bleeding Fool magazine. And for $125, if you're up to it, the Finbat Fiesta tier, all four covers of the book, plus you get a bookmark, you get 2 prints, you get 5x7 original color sketch and a black and white original sketch. You get 11x17 poster, which is to your left, done by Anthony Sika. You get the bonus mystery ash can and Enforcer Inc. versus Devastator mini comic. Enforcer versus Devastator is a 24-page full color mini comic, like a 4x6. All done by me. This is good, thrilling. You also get the original cover, the A wraparound cover, done by yours truly for $25. Of course, you get, if you want both Finbat, you get the Dan Lawless cover and the wraparound cover, only $50. And for $10, you get the domestic. You get for like overseas people who wants to digital copy, don't want to pay the postage. Click on that $10 digital copy of that, which is good.
I might grab that.
Yeah, if you're an artist within, you want to do some sketching, $20 will get you the blank sketch cover. It's uncoated paper. You're able to draw on it, color on it, ink it if you want. It's a wraparound, so you can cover all pictures if you want to on that. And for $7, it's the mini comic 24-page Enforcer Inc. versus Devastator, all ages book, kaiju action in San Diego back in the late 1980s. For $10, you get original black and white bookmark sketch. For $20, you get an original color sketch 5x7. And for $30, you can get a Finbat Volume 1 wraparound cover and the Enforcer Inc. 2-pack, save a couple of dollars. For $150, you get some original art, original page art, penciled, inked, lettered by me. Also get a complimentary copy of Finbat Volume 1 wraparound cover. So there you go. We're trying to reach $2,200 to get the Finbat trading card by Dan Lawless. We only have like $800 to go. Come on, guys, get to it. You want that card, you know it. All right, but thank you.
Sure, though, if you the next time you comment, there's a little surprise for you. The next time you comment.
All right. Awesome.
For Fishozo.
All right. Oh, good. That'll be fun.
I just want to let him know that. So, anyways, anything more there, Apex?
That's it.
All right. What? See if he notices now.
This is what?
Well, let's see if he notices now.
Okay. I when you said that, I figured I knew what it was right away.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, anyways.
He's like, I noticed now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, granted, usually I wouldn't do that. Like, but if if I am going to have you on as a possible like panelist or even guest co-host, usually most people I give them a wrench as well for those people because I know I want to obviously give them a chance to promote their stuff. At least from my interaction with you thus far, you seem pretty cool. So I think I'll give you a shot here and see what happens. Anyways, just keep hanging out and we'll go from there. Anyways, so with that, I thank everybody for being here tonight. I thank my guests for joining me. Obviously, we had to take care of some business before we head out, as we're now past the 2-hour mark. So, if you guys can stick around just for a moment afterwards for like post-show stuff, that'd be appreciated. So, with that, of course, we'll be back here tomorrow night with more niche news. Of course, next Sunday I'll be joined by Metal from the Vomitorium, and we'll be going over. I believe. Let's see. I think we'll probably be going. I think might be going. Let's see. Tonight was Columbia. I'm not completely sure. I think it might be David McKay tomorrow night. David McKay and Eastern Comics next week, but I'll have to double check that. But with that, I do know though that Metal from Vomitorium will be joining me. That much I know I have on the schedule. But with that, I thank everybody for being here tonight, and I hope to see everybody back here tomorrow. Bye.